Alright, I see myself live now. I'm gonna go to the game and then try to hear myself. Alright, I'm gonna wait for a bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me go and try to hear myself, make sure the audio is all okay, and then we can begin. Alright, so I'm gonna test out the audio here. Alright, gonna swing around my sword.
Let's light it
There we
up!
go.
Yeah.
Let me go and hear
No, let me
myself.
try again.
We can begin. Alright, so I'm gonna test out the audio. Okay, I think we're
Talk
pretty
to the
much good.
Electro Archon
My dog wants to go out.
whenever you are troubled.
There we go. Alright. So with that, I think I can begin. Just gonna do a double check.
Oh, ow! Where
Alright.
did that come from? Another bad one?
Okay,
No,
I think
let
I'm
me
all good
try
now.
again.
I think I'll begin. And yeah, I'm trying out a new camera, so if
Talk to
I
the Electro
if
Archon
my
whenever you are
movements or
troubled.
facial expressions are different, that is why. Alright guys, here we go. Let's go. And hold on. Yep, okay, we're good. I'll go ahead and begin.
What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
What up gamers, Fence here, and welcome back to Genshin Impact Story
Talk to
Quest.
the
So
Electro
last
Archon
time we hanged
whenever you
out
are troubled.
with Arataki Ito, and in this video, we'll be hanging out with Yai Miko here, so let me go ahead and... What? Oh, we're not doing... We gotta do this first? Oh wow, I gotta do it in order? Oh shoot, I was planning to do Yai Miko. Oh no. But I guess I got to do this first? Oh boy. Well, I guess, yeah, my plans have changed. Alright. Yeah, let me go ahead, just really quick. Oh man, I need to update the title of the stream now. Let me go change the stream title. Okay. Let me also just pause the time here. While it's still like daytime here. Alright. What do I call it? Again with the Shogun. That's the best I can think of. There we go. Alright. And I think I can actually resume now. Yeah, I didn't realize we gotta do like another, I guess, a future quest. It's kind of like out of order. Okay. Alright. So
What?
yeah, I
Another
have
bad
updated the
one?
stream,
No,
like
let
the
me
title
try
of
again.
it. Let me go ahead and I guess go to the quest now. Where's it at? Yeah, here it is. Let's go to it. Alright. Navigate. All the way back in the city. Okay. So yeah, we can't do Yaimiko just yet. I gotta do this first. Oh man. Yeah, I thought we were gonna be able to do Yaimiko, but there's a prerequisite. Alright. So yeah, we can't do Yaimiko right now. We got to do the Raiden Shogun again. Which yeah, I am curious to see a continuation of it. Or if maybe this is a different story.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Yo.
Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that...
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Indeed, as ever.
Of
I
course.
will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help?
Of course. That's what we're here for. But it'll depend on the task and the compensation.
Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Hounds are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
Rift Hounds? On Narukami Island?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from, but this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target. The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already?
I'm hazy.
For a long time, the sacred sakura has been absorbing filth from Inazuma's ley lines to maintain stability in the land. If it were ever damaged, the filth would once again invade Inazuma, causing great catastrophe. That's why this is a rather urgent case.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Hound's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Hounds has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation.
Time to make some whelps yelp. I'll send these pooches packing.
You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Hound appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
Relax. We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abasosk.
Alright. I wonder when the Raiden Shogun comes in. Transient Dreams. Alright. Go to the area where the monsters have appeared, which is all the way over here. I feel like flying down there. Now, we'll go to the Kamisato estate, and then we'll just take the path there. Alright. So yeah, Rift Hounds. Gotta go eliminate these guys. They're over there. Yep, not too far. Yeah, maybe it's better that we went here. I'm sure flying might be a bit longer. I just like flying. Alright, here we are. They should be around in these parts.
They're attacking
Oh.
the sacred sakura! Stop them!
Here they are.
Oz revealed!
Let's light it up!
Nice. Hey. There we go. Oh, reinforcements? Oh, we got a big guy.
Dreamwork! By royal decree.
With the wind!
Nice.
Oz revealed by
There we go. Feel like we need to get some healing now. We're getting low on health. Gotta be careful.
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryu Commission needed help!
Oh boy.
Traveler, you take them!
I'll try my best. Hey. There we go. Cutscene. The Raiden Shogun comes in.
Born to oblivion!
I knew it. Nice.
Shogun? Wait, no! Could also be A!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryu Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
What are you doing here? What brings you out this time?
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past.
So this is a continuation of the first part.
Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you.
But the commissions and adventures can deal with the monsters. It doesn't seem like a matter needing the Archon's attention.
If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Hmm? Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago,
Oh,
a great catastrophe befell Inazuma.
my dog wants to go in.
Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
500 years ago, Conria.
So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one.
I'll need to review that again because my dog was distracting me. But yeah, I guess that's, yeah, also related too. Wow. Wait, that's cool.
But an excess of
Like
caution
more
is not unwarranted
Conria
in this
stuff.
case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Let's go.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kinda makes you feel invincible, doesn't it?
No, my dog wants to go in again.
Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome, actually.
This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage.
Oh,
Let's follow it. It should be this way.
okay. Am I supposed to just keep following the... Okay. I wasn't sure if I'm supposed to examine it. I think right now I'm just supposed to follow it. Oh, we're going up. Oh, come on. Come on, Ether. You can do it. Climb. Oh, a dungeon? Well, let me go ahead and just discover this since we're here. Nice. Yeah, we got a domain. But yeah, we're not doing that right now. We are doing whatever else that we need to do. So yeah, we went up here. Oh, I see. Okay. And then, where does it lead? Oh, I see it. More marks around here. Oh, look at the tree. Alright.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh my.
What's this?
Is someone injured? How terrible. I feel like this is either like the pass or like Ghost.
Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey. But why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them.
The Rift Hounds?
We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
I think you're already at your dying breath. What exactly happened? What monsters?
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They are merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now, there's no time left. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves.
Kitsune Sagu.
I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma.
I'm not even sure how to help these guys.
Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Like, I'm not sure, like, what to do here. I'm sure they'll tell us what to do. It's just, I'm not sure where this darkness is.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Yeah, he's like in the past.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun?
Okay, are we just about to, like, make him move on?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Huh. I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
Is he disappearing? I'm just guessing he can move on now. He can rest in peace.
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land.
Yeah, it kind of felt like it.
The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
I see. The same thing happened to Dusky Ming. I actually do not remember who that person is.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago.
He mentioned that the Shogun was absent and that Kitsune Saigu was absent. Hey, who is this Kitsune?
Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late, otherwise it would spread to all of Tevat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Hey,
Is this a loss that Yaimiko mentioned?
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
So you're no longer stuck in the past.
When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for.
Absolutely. That's what being human is about.
As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
he's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
Alright. Yeah, so far the story feels very, very more on the serious side of things, which I find interesting, especially just talking about the past of Inazuma and also Kanria. Like, yeah, I'm guessing that they might be connected since they're around the same time.
Expected there
Oh,
are a load of
nice.
breakdowns here too.
Leave them to me.
Let's go. Okay. There's more. Here.
Now you shall perish.
Oh, is it still there? It's still here. Nice. Wait, talk to the person who appeared? Who's that?
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Are you feeling okay?
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go, no?
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like a seasoned shogun. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Is it the same situation as before? Ooh, this guy's blind.
Furuyama? Is that you?
The Tea Master.
Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Hmm. Did she also go to Conria? Like a distant land?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the almighty Shogun has brought a guest.
Yes.
I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest.
No, yeah, it's fine. I don't need any ghost tea.
After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
Let's go along with what he says. I want to learn more about the past.
Yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay. And now the almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then?
How come you're not panicking?
People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end.
That doesn't sound like A at all. It doesn't fit the description of eternity at all.
So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh? Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea.
I don't think we can drink it.
The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around.
Really? But that's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself.
We know where to find a tea set. I got a teapot for a home.
I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But, well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Okay, yeah, it's very
Where should we go to find a tea set?
the Kamisato
Finding a
estate.
cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
Yeah, the writing here is very different. Like, especially, like, just seeing the previous one, like with Arataki Ito. It definitely more on the serious side. It also kind of feels like, you know, because of the whole Conria stuff going on here, it kind of feels like also a Dainsleif quest as well. Just learning more about it and all that. But yeah, very interesting stuff. The writing also a bit more on the serious side of things. But yo, dude, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome back. Do I speak Dutch? No, I do not. But yeah, let's go ahead now. Head all the way back. But yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And yeah, welcome back, dude. Originally, I was supposed to do, Yaimiko for the stream. But apparently, the Raiden Shogun quest was required for me to do the Yaimiko story quest. So I had to do this first. Like, I don't know if you got a notification for my stream. I think the stream title is a bit different because I had to change it to the Raiden Shogun. Alright. Let us continue here. Tea set.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler. Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Was it really you that the tea master used to serve?
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like the opposite in a way.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
Dreams. Or in other words, ambitions?
They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with.
It seems more in line with how humans view the world.
Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity, but now I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your Excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
Even like Paimon's dialogue is also pretty, like, usually not that I guess comedic as usual now. Like, yeah, everyone's a bit serious here with the writing. You still wish the 2 Shogun quests were required to do. I don't know why Yoimiya and Ayaka quests were required to progress in the Inazuma Archon quests. Oh yeah, definitely. I think for me, like I can definitely, I guess, feel similar to that. Just because in the Archon quests, at least the ones I've experienced so far, like, you know, it's always been us like trying to hang out with them. But I guess, you know, maybe they made it into the story quest just because maybe the story doesn't really allow that. Oh wait, there's a Onikabuto. There we go. I just want to get that now since the whole Arataki thing. I'm guessing the writing just doesn't allow that. I guess if they were to write it this way, because this pretty much happens after the story. I would have loved to just hang out more with the Raiden Shogun during the Archon quests. But yeah, it's just the way they've written her. Definitely made to be more out of the antagonist. Which yeah, I guess makes it hard for us to really, I guess, make this story quest like be a thing. Like during the Archon quests. Alright, we're back.
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Wouldn't put it past him.
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long, as was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Cheer up, Paimon. Let's make our own tea.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself.
A brews a piping hot pot of tea with the tea set.
The tea is ready. Please give it a try.
Thank you.
So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it.
You don't need to. I understand. It's just memories flooding back in.
You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone,
Oh.
without telling me.
Okay, so that's why that one guy, he said that he thought she was off to fight in a distant land. See, kind of like what I said earlier. But I didn't know it was Makoto,
Unlike me, Makoto
because we didn't know
was no
about
martial
it during that
artist.
time.
Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening,
Makoto had already.
yes, it was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plain of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura.
Appeared? The sacred sakura has always been there, hasn't it?
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Simply put, Makoto's power somehow made that tree appear.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
It seems like you've done a lot of thinking about this already. I know the pain of separation too. Yeah, my sister.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Yeah, have you seen my sister before?
Sister? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
Alright.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot we were trying to follow the traces here. Alright, let's keep going. Climbing up here. No, yeah, definitely the story... Like, I know I've been saying it multiple times now, but... Yeah, definitely more on the serious side. It's just... You know... I'm just used to the whole, like, I guess, lighthearted story stuff in the story quests. Wait, this one feels a bit more... This one's way different. And also just a lot of, like, lore dump, which I love a lot. This might be one of my favorite story quests just because of that, because I've always loved to learn about the lore and stuff. But yeah, just in general, like, when it comes to, like, other franchises and series, I like to learn about the lore. Like, especially with, like, Fallout and the Elder Scrolls. I watch so many videos on those. I listen to so many. So you're just hearing about the stuff in Inazuma, and then the Raiden Shogun's connection to Conria. That was, like, so fascinating to hear. Oh. Look at this place. Alright, here we go. Let's go in and try to take on these guys.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Oh, I was about to let Bennett go in.
Hey! Are you sure you're alright? You're scaring us!
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
And I also noticed the Raiden Shogun's voice.
Shine down.
Like, I don't know if, like, my memory's failing me, but she does sound like a bit more, I guess more of like a somber tone. Like, even during the beginning of the
There is no escape.
story quest. I don't remember if she was like that before. I felt like she was a bit more clear with her voice during... Wait, what the heck? Oh, shoot.
Are you alright?
What the heck was that?
Fine.
Oh, yeah, she's disappearing. She's disappearing. Yo, dude, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome back.
Torn to oblivion.
But then we go fight these Rift Hounds here. What the heck? Oh, wow. I'm not sure what that effect is.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
Like I know the Raiden Shogun was getting kind of sick, I think, right? Or something. She doesn't feel well. I don't know if that's what that is or if it's the Rift Hounds that's causing that freeze.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
No, you don't look so good. Or too good. Don't force it.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back. We'll deal with the monsters.
Uh-oh. Who's gonna appear this time?
Look, that's the same light again.
Time for another trip down memory lane. Who have we got this time? Oh, soldiers?
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Can they actually fight?
Come on, men. They're coming back for more.
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
I'm just wondering if they can actually, like, I guess touch, the living? That's what I'm wondering.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Can they also just use visions as a ghost? So full of hope. An unwavering commitment to resistance.
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
No? I'm going in too.
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Are they actually gonna fight or are they just gonna stand there?
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Oh, they're gonna fight too. Okay. That's cool to see. What the heck?
I'm going in.
I mentioned this before in I think the Let's Plays. I think especially during that, what was it? That one big war with the Watatsumi army and the Tenryou Commission. Oh wow, it's blocked off? Oh, I see. Just to make it cinematic in the background. Let me get some health back.
We can do it.
Let's light it up.
I kind of wish, stuff like that was happening. Like, just even having that in the background during that one time in the Archon quest. Oh boy. I'm losing it. Let me get some health back. Today you got some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Those are Elemental Hero Prisma, Destiny Hero Dasher, and a spell card, Amazonas Village. Nice.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Let me go finish these guys off. Oh, he's still up. So yeah, they can actually fight, okay.
Seems like their attacks are finally over.
It's just sometimes whenever I see ghosts, I'm just wondering if, we always go through them or something. And that's with any ghost in any story.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring.
Thank you.
The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
I'm sure they'll disappear right after.
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
We have no business disrupting the reality they are experiencing. So yeah, great. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best, but the Almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the Almighty Shogun.
Oh, thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
And they're gone.
They're gone.
Was that a promise to them, or a promise to yourself?
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now, and that's what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done.
Humans are worthy of your trust.
Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved.
Halfway.
It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Alrighty then, let's move on.
Okay.
It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Especially when we're going down memory lane.
She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh?
Yeah, she's gone.
What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up.
Oh, she was just lagging behind. Okay. Hey.
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... I can't move it.
Okay, so I do think that thing in battle when we played as her, that was part of the... that was part of it.
It looks
If she can't, like, move.
the situation is more serious than I thought.
Do you need to take a rest? We should get you back to the city.
No need. She is calling me.
She?
The time has come. Can you help me walk?
Alright.
I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Why? What What's in there?
The final dungeon, I'm guessing. The dog wants to go out.
battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
Okay. Wait, that's gonna be pretty far. Just imagining, like, walking all the way over there from this distance. Wait, it's right over here. She said below. I guess we'll go here. And then I'm guessing there might be some kind of, like, hole. I don't remember if there was. Or if maybe it's on this side. Wait, we'll try this side first. Over here. But yeah, a lot of, like, interesting stuff, man. It does feel like a history lesson, which I like a lot. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I thought it would be, like, down below. Okay, we gotta go up. My bad, my bad. And when she says cave, I thought maybe it'll be, I guess our objective would not be, like, up here, I guess. But yeah, I guess it is up here. Alright, let me go. Oh. Let me not climb on that. Oh, here it is. Okay, we jump down. There we go. Alright, we're here. Wait, is that it? There's a barrier. You jump down from behind the shrine. I guess I gotta jump down more? Or I guess, you know, because of the delay. I'm sure I've already done that, like what you said. Do I have to, like, I guess, unseal it? It looks like it does require electro somehow. I'm not even sure. Or pyro? Alright, I am stuck here. I can't even go inside. Oh no. Oh wait, do we need this? Oh boy, what's your Sakura Chi level? I need to raise it? What is that? I think I remember hearing that before, but I don't think I've ever really worked on that. Oh no. I'm guessing it has to do with this, right? Actually look for a Electro Grana. I don't know what that is. Is it the, was it that ore thing? Was it this? I actually don't know how to go back to the top. Okay, I'll go back. Oh boy, look at me getting stuck. Because I was not working on my Sakura Chi level thing.
Off we go.
There's a little floating ground. Oh, when you jump down, there's a little floating ground. Okay.
See that he stays safe.
I assume when I jump back. With the electro plant, you interact. Oh, okay. I think I remembered the plant. Oh, I see now. I'm talking about this. Alright, thanks, man. Oh, okay. Wait, where is it at again? Hold on. What's below there? Okay. Alright, so I guess I use that and walk over here, I assume? Oh, I see. Okay, we can go through now. No, yeah, I'm not familiar with all the
We're finally here.
with all the mechanics
The entrance
in Inazuma.
should be nearby.
Yeah, thanks for that, man, for telling me how to do it. Here we go, dungeon. I assume the final one, like usual.
Where'd the Torii Gate come from?
Are you alright?
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm about to put an end to it all. This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness.
Oh.
It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Follow me.
Are we gonna meet Makoto?
Where are we
Oh no. Okay, I don't get to choose my party. We just get sucked in right away. But once again, thanks for that, man, for telling me. Because I would not know what to do. Like, I feel like I've done that before. But like, you know, it's not something that I always do.
Paimon's dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time? Whoa. This place...
Ooh. It does look a lot like the plane of Euthymia.
Look! Look over there! It's another A!
What the heck? Faker.
We meet again, traveler.
Oh, right in Shogun this time.
This body is an assistant to the One Within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that... the puppet?
Yeah, that's the puppet.
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion?
I would say the former.
I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Or we have to have A versus right in Shogun.
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse! Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I
see.
started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
I think you've mentioned this before. This is her system to safeguard against modifications to eternity.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this! It's a bit extreme! Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day!
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you hack it through or something?
A isn't someone who leaves herself an escape route.
But they both just want the best for Inazuma!
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits A's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A.
Yeah, this is a cool, like
In the end,
premise in
even
a way.
the proud and mighty only maiden was cut down and disgraced.
Oh, ouch.
Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did.
It kind of feels like, you know, because this whole time with her story, like even at the first story quest,
Inferior.
it's been like,
Torn to oblivion.
you know, her like, wow, wait, what the heck? That was a lot of damage. I just got surprised by that. And now she's getting health back?
The relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Oh. But yeah, like, during the whole story quest, like it's been her, at least in the first part, it's been her like just being exposed to like maybe moving forward and not being stuck in the past, like, you know, with the whole eternity thing. Then now she's like pretty much fighting that like physically, or I guess in the conscious.
Now you shall perish.
Oh shoot, she dodged it. Find a special illusion.
Illusion shattered.
Ouch. I gotta find the real one. That's not it. Oh.
The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma.
Oh, come on.
will fade silently into the
I'm
clouds.
guessing this will be like phase 3.
There shall never be another. Never. For the
I'm getting
rest of
kind of low on
time.
health. I hope I can survive. Oh, ouch, what did I do that?
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
What the heck?
Transcendental
Can
control.
I... Oh, wait, lower difficulty. I was trying to maybe, Can I, like, eat? Or something? Hold on. I don't feel like restarting the battle. Hold on. Can I just give, like, a sandwich or something? Let's see. What is good for her? What is she like? Do I have any tea for her? This one has crit rate. No, I want some health first. What's some good health items? I have so many food, I don't even remember getting all these. I guess I'll eat that. There we go. Don't worry, Shogun is eternal. Special illusion does double slash. Normal illusion does a single slash. Okay, I got it. If she does that again, I'll keep that in mind.
Shine down. Weak. Pathetic. Weak. Pathetic. Inazuma shines eternal. The eye
Oh, no.
sweeps the land.
Oh, did we win?
Only
Okay, we won.
emptiness
Okay, good.
awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
Surely the Shogun puppet isn't invincible.
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings, including you and me.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking. One that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her.
What will happen to Inazuma in the meantime?
500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learned to trust them.
But can you hear, or can you bear to leave humanity to go alone? Everyone looks to the Shogun for hope.
I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness. During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense now on why I guess it's required for me to do this first before Yaimiko. Because I'm sure this will play along with that.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Hey. Okay. Well, yeah, wow. So she's gonna be in that place like, I guess forever, like always battling, right? All right. And now it's in Yaimiko's hands now.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there forever?
I guess we gotta do the whole thing with Yaimiko next.
She was making sense, and maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still...
A has no physical body anymore and has to rely on the Shogun, but this cannot be the only way.
Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, and has a history of rushing into difficult situations. What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen, and then she might never leave again.
Well, yeah, let's just not, leave her there for too long, We're not just about to leave her just yet. Our work isn't done.
Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she gets through this, the better. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there. Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Okay, maybe if we both ram into it at the same time really, really hard.
Now the writing gets funny. We need to talk to Yaimiko.
Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly forgot about her. Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm playing thingies more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn to. All right, up the mountain we go.
But is that for Yaimiko's story quest, or I guess we just go there right away? I was about to say, I thought maybe they might leave things like open-ended, or I guess like a to be continued thing. But no, I guess we'll talk to Yaimiko. I thought maybe like her story quest would like continue through like her story quests. But no, I guess we'll get some kind of conclusion here.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Paimon, get to the point.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A. She...
You told Yaimiko about everything that has happened?
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable, presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A all right. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now?
This duel is more serious than anything up till now. She rushed into it without thinking.
Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Well, I thought maybe it would be the next best thing since the Raiden Shogun, or I guess A, left it into your hands.
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose, for sure!
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do.
Well, that sucks.
All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me, what was it like?
I didn't notice any difference. I wasn't paying attention.
Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Are we going back? Return to the entrance of to the secret realm. Okay. Wait. It's below us, right? I think I need to jump down. Okay, yeah, we'll actually, I guess, get an ending. I guess we'll go back. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm guessing I need to get this again. Or is it cleared? I don't see... I guess the barrier's gone. Okay. Well, we're back. Alright.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time.
Oh my.
This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
What? Alright, well, Paimon, stay here then. You two can go in.
In your dreams, Paimon, you're not gonna abandon me, are you?
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
Paimon's had it up to here with both of you! Oh, fine! Paimon's coming too.
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way. I say.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Okay.
Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Okay.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
We will not fail.
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
Okay. And we're going back in. But I think we're gonna go somewhere else too, right? Oh, a cutscene. Wait, where are we?
Remember
going?
to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Oh, we're here again. They're still fighting. Okay. I thought we were about to go into a dungeon just to get back here. But no, we're just right here, back away. Like, right away.
Huh?
I'm back.
How can this be?
I know, it's very soon.
You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years?
What the heck? All these years? What? It's been like 5 minutes. Dang, I'm guessing the time here accelerates compared to like real life.
This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? So you're finally willing to stand back, traveler.
Are you gonna put an end to all this?
I'm going to be the start of something new.
Nice.
The time our duels took to fight was
Here we
long
go
enough
again.
to witness the rise and fall of nations.
Oh my gosh.
The energy they consume.
Oh, she looks different too. She's got like horns and stuff. The outfit is different.
Turn day into night. And the will they demand
Yeah, sometimes I wish I had a lock-on feature in this game. It's like going around.
you have endured.
Oh,
I will.
wait, was that it? Was that really it?
This is the end. You have won.
Well, that was like way easier than like the first 3 duels that we had with her.
I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future. And you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto.
Oh wow.
Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her.
I haven't seen like that like I don't know what you call those things in the text. But I haven't seen those in a while.
When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future.
I mean, I'm sure, don't you just want a break after fighting for this long?
Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then? Like, for real this time?
Muso Ishin is glowing.
Hello, A.
Oh.
And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime, but I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way. Don't look down on me. See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
Cutscene. Here we go.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
All right. Yeah, I guess that was it. Yeah, I really thought it would be continued in Yaimiko's quest, but I guess that's something else. After leaving the realm of consciousness and returning to the shrine, something about
So
Miko.
the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about too, because when I saw that scene of like her planting it, like yeah, I guess somehow she planted it in the past, and that explains like why she never saw it before. But I do wonder like why other people said that they've seen it before, but like A doesn't recognize it. Because I don't know if it's a thing like with something that has happened in the Sumeru Archon quest. I don't know if it's like that, at the end where, some things have changed within the history, but like only like maybe a few remember. I am wondering about that.
No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
Or maybe that, I don't know, I guess maybe I wasn't around for a while.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power.
And people thought that tree was there like
Her
always or something.
understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
I saw wonderful things inside that place. Time was moving forward and backward at the same time.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this. But whatever the explanation, her solution is what saved us all.
I have no idea who Istoroth is.
Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely
wow.
swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I never noticed the fox on the tree, that face, the head.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No, but I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Why it was different. Like, I wasn't sure if that was the same Sakura tree or the secret Sakura tree. Just because, now it looks very different from like what I remember or like how I saw it back in that consciousness area.
Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it
Oh,
first
never mind.
sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today.
Okay.
And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you
That's why we saw
re-entered it.
those foxes in
But
the
in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the
in that
inside,
area.
did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Is it that significant?
At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
Perhaps this is what the Shogun meant by an inevitable of fate.
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So
No.
it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down? After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day.
Makoto was brilliant, but you made a crucial contribution too.
I just planted a seed.
Your will and hers were both indispensable.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
The final act might be a simple one, but getting there was the result of countless efforts coming together. Just because the cause and effect ended up a bit back to front, doesn't mean you should undervalue the part you played.
Thank you.
I feel like that was the longest that the ether, that the traveler here has spoken, like back to back here. I guess within a dialogue.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days?
Ooh.
Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma.
But out of those challenges will be born new opportunities.
I'm looking forward to it.
And I guess that's it.
Hey, Traveler!
What?
Remember that pit at the bottom of the chasm? You know, the one that the giant pillar smashed into. Paimon took a quick quick peek before we left last time, there was some kind of light coming from inside. Don't you think that's a little strange? Oh,
I'm guessing this is
you've been
the
wondering
interlude.
about that too, huh? Now that we have some time on our hands, let's go and take another look.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the interlude quest. Because I think it was like Arataki Ito's quest and also the Raiden Shogun's quest, the second part here, is how you unlock that. But I think that's it, right? Is that really it for the story quest? Because we didn't get like the that fancy thing at the end where it says complete or something. I don't know. But yeah, I guess we complete the story quest there. I guess I can also check it out through here, right? Should be like active. Nope, it's not there anymore. All right, so yeah, there you have it, guys. that was pretty much the Raiden Shogun story quest for the second part there. Yeah, I liked this one a lot. I think, just thinking back to the previous story quest that we did, this one definitely felt like the most like serious, but also like I guess the biggest when it comes to the lore dump and all that stuff, the history of Inazuma. Like it did feel like I was doing a Dainsleif quest, just because like with his quest, you're learning about Conria, but this time we're learning more about like A and also Inazuma. It kind of felt like that, and yeah, because of that, and just because of like how I guess important this whole quest line feel, like both the first and second, like even like with like the development too. Like I love the story of A, and just how she's like developing to becoming a new A, and that the final boss was just pretty much like the past versus the new. Like I really like that a lot. A lot of like cool stuff, some cool story elements going on there. But yeah, because of that, I would say so far this might be my favorite story quest. Like it just felt really like very serious. Like I felt like there was a lot of there was like a lot of stake in the story. But that's just how I felt. I don't know. It just felt very, very important to me. Like when it comes to I guess compared to like other quests, like with Klee, thinking back about on that one, like that one's not that important. But then you got this quest here, and this one felt very, yeah, just like it felt very grand. Like even there's some like time traveling elements to it too, where she planted a seed in the past, and then now here it is. But yeah, a lot of really cool stuff, man. Like, yeah, definitely. I think so far this is my favorite story quest, and I also prefer it to be like this way, where things are more on the serious side, rather than the more comedic. I mean, the comedic ones are also fun to watch too. But like this one was, just so interesting to watch, and just also learn about Inazuma and A as well. Wait, let me get to the chats over here. Devs have actually nerfed the story versions of these weekly bosses. It's a longer fight with 2 phases when you come back here to farm for materials. Oh, that's a boss that you can fight. Oh, I'm guessing that's like the wolf guy in Mondstadt. I haven't fought those bosses in a while. I think I've only fought I think it's just the wolf guy I've only fought. I'm guessing there's more like him. I never fought anyone else, I think. But I'm guessing or I guess the Raiden Shogun is one of them. That tree is the only example of true time manipulation. The lore dropped the name Istaroth, a higher power than the Archon. Oh really? Dang, that sounds intense. In Sumeru, only the memories and the record would change. The history wasn't changed, only the way people remembered it. Here the tree actually time traveled to have existed before Raiden went to Conria. Oh, and everyone thinks it has always been there. Okay, I see. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, like it's very interesting, man. This whole story quest. Yeah, definitely my favorite so far. Just because of how like important it felt. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for the story quest there. I will also try to do I guess for my next recording, I'll try to do that one interlude quest over here as well. Which one was it? Yeah, this one. I'll try to like maybe at some point, like very soon, try to record this as well, just so that I can get it done and over with. And then yeah, once we, I think, do Kazuha's story quest, then I can record the next one. And then maybe Fontaine I might do next. The thing is, I know the Lantern Ride is coming up, right? I'm just wondering if I should hold off Fontaine and just do Lantern Ride first before I hit a Fontaine. Because, like, I just don't want to, like, you know, pause in the middle of the story. So yeah, maybe what I can do for Fontaine is just do it after the Lantern Ride, since that's, like, within, like, maybe 2 months. And I still have, like, plenty of videos to upload, so, you know, I still need to upload those. So it will still be a while until I catch up to Fontaine. But yeah, yeah, this was a very interesting story quest, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to thank those guys who have stopped by to, you know, watch my stream here. But yeah, definitely, I felt like I was more quiet in this one just because I was trying to learn the story. But yeah, I love learning about the lore of the story and stuff. This one felt like the most fascinating one out of all these story quests. Um, but yeah, once again, thanks for those who stopped by and chat for a bit. And yeah, I think that's pretty much for this stream. So that was the Raiden Shogun's quest, the second one. And the next time, like for realsies, like at the beginning of the stream, I tried doing Yaimiko's quest, but that was locked off from the because of the Raiden Shogun second quest. But for realsies this time, next time we'll be doing Yaimiko's story quest. Oh, and also too, before we end things off, I do want to say, like, when it comes to me live streaming this game, I think I did the math right. Hopefully I did the math right, but if I do like my daily commissions every day and, you know, claim those keys and stuff, if I like maybe live stream like once every day from here on out, I should be able to have enough where like I can like have one more key to do Kazuha's story quests. So yeah, that's what I plan to do. But hopefully I did my math right. Like maybe I might be a bit off or something. Like maybe I have to wait a day for me to get another key, but I think I've done my math right. So yeah, that's what I plan to do, is just do one stream a day from here on out until Kazuha's quest. And then I think after that, I'll be taking a break from streaming for the rest of December, because, you know, I feel like the whole reason why I'm doing this whole story quest is just for Kazuha's thing. Because of the reward, and also, like, it is required for the interlude chapter 3, I think. Well, let me just double check. Yeah, Acer, Pal, Medium, Chapter, Act 1. Yeah, that's Kazuha's quest. I mean, yeah, I can play it right now, but I'd rather just play in order, like going from left to right. See, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the story quest of the Raiden Shogun, Part 2. And then next time, we'll be doing Yaimiko for realsies, because I couldn't do it in the beginning. I had to do this quest first for the Raiden Shogun Part 2. But yeah, that'll be for now, guys. That's game.